that. I mean, they've never seen anything like it. Hey, it's Jason with Denwerks. Got a cool little car here, 1966 Mustang Convertible. It's a great car. I love Mustangs and owned a lot of them, and they're just one of my favorite cars of all time. They're fun to drive, fun to work on, and they're just good looking. And so we're just going to do a little walk around here. You're still going to see the still photos and all that, but just kind of nice to do a video and just show you different things about it that you wouldn't maybe see in photos or something, and it just gives you a better feel of it. So anyways, we'll start off here with the lights. One of the options here, it's got fog lamps. You can see the headlights. You got fog lamps. You got bright lights. You got blinkers. There's the brights, and you got your blinkers. And all those are working and look good. And we'll go ahead and look down the side. You know, down the side looks pretty good, and the paint is older. It was an older restoration, kind of a minor restoration done probably, I'd say, in the middle of the 90s. It was down in Houston originally. DSO was Texas, but it was down there until the mid 90s, and it came up here, and the guy I got it from had it for probably about 10 years. And you know, he just drove it and enjoyed it. And so we'll go ahead and you know, just look at some of the paint. Colors Tahoe turquoise metallic, and you know, it looks good. And I put the wheels on it. The tires are older Dean Alpha tires. They're in good shape. I had a tire shop look at them and stuff, and tread's probably about 85%. But the wheels are 15 by 7 styled steel wheels, so that was an option back in the day. You'll notice that they use these wheels for 65 through 67, but 66 and 67 had a trim ring, and so a lot of people option having the full chrome wheel, which I like, and so that's what I did. So technically that's a 65 wheel, but most people don't know that. And but I like the look, and the red cap is an original cap as well. You can see here the badging. It is a 289. It's a C code, and so it's a factory V8, and the VIN number matches underneath the hood and the door. So let's look across here the front. The chrome and stuff's pretty good on it. You'll see a couple little tiny, you know, chips. There's a little chip there, one right here that's been touched up, but overall nice driver quality in general. Not a show car, and not trying to beat it up, but you know, it's not going to win like a highly judged show or something like that, but it is actually a really nice car, and all the panels, you know, lined up nice on it, and we'll show you opening the doors and everything. We'll look here, bottom of the doors look good, no rust, very clean. There's one little tiny little bubble right there, and it's very small around the wheel lip. The rest of the wheel lips look really good. Back behind here looks in really nice shape, and overall the quarter panels and stuff look good. And we'll go around here. I'm going to show you with the top up, just showing you that it works. So we'll flip it around here so you can see the other side. Okay, here we are on the passenger side. Just love the look of these cars, and I just wanted to let you see it in the sun on this side as we flip it around. So go around and look at the back here. You know, those plates, you know, it wasn't Houston, but when they brought it up here to Oregon, they put original type license plates on it. That's what you would see in 1966, and you can hear it running. Sounds nice. Look across the back here. Again, the chrome is in good shape, and I love the way the Mustangs look in the back. It's just balanced, nice looking, and I love the taillight panel. 65 and 66 are my favorite years honestly. And we'll look down the side here. Again, pretty straight. You know, a few small waves, but nothing real major, and looks pretty good. You look down the taillight panel, it looks good too. We'll go ahead and look. There's one little chip right there that's been touched up. You can see a little flaw in the paint right there. Quarter panels look real good on this side. No bubbles or anything. Very clean, and no bubbles down below here. Go ahead and look there at the bottom of the rocker. I'll put it on my lift later, and you'll see the rockers are really nice and the floors look really good. And you'll see some tiny little imperfections in the paint. You can see a little spot right there, but overall the chrome looks good. I'm actually going to put a new mirror on. This is real loose, and the mirror itself is delaminated, so it will have another mirror on it. It's actually on order. So you can see here the bottom of the doors look good. They're not rusty, and look clean. You can see a little tiny sag right here in the paint, and it's a base clear, and that might be able to be wet sanded out. I'm not really a paint guy, and but that might be able to be wet sanded out. And I can see a little tiny one right there, but overall you just have to be looking at it right to catch that, and I just noticed it there. But overall it's a good looking car. One thing I noticed too is that the windshield, it's an original car light windshield, and I don't know if it's ever been replaced or not, but that's an original windshield in it. So we'll look down here in the front, look down the side again. We'll lift open the hood so you can see underneath, look at the interior, and we'll put the top up for you. And we'll take a look at the interior. First, I was just going to show you that the key does actually work and lock the doors. You know, you watch the door shut. Very nice. And overall the interior's in really good shape. It's kind of a turquoise color. It's kind of funny in some of the photos. Out in the sun it's more turquoise, and you can see it's kind of a two-tone color, and but in some of the photos it looks more blue and a little bit in shade. It's just harder to take pictures of interior in the sun. But you look at the dash, you know, it's in really nice condition. When I'm driving it, I'll show you all the stuff working and different things about it. But the interior is actually really nice, and no rips or anything that I've seen. Underneath the carpets look good, and you can see here it's a little fuzzy right there. Actually, we'll probably trim some of that off, and just from your foot rubbing and stuff there. But we'll look inside the jams. They're in really good condition, and I don't see any rust or issue. You can see here inside this jam is very nice as well. And we'll show pictures of underneath the door. Right here is a common issue that they had a long time ago, and they actually make a kit for this now. But sometimes the doors would give away here on the latch, and so what they did is they took the tag off. You can see those aren't original rivets, but they actually put a plate behind there and pop riveted it in there to reinforce it. They actually do make a kit for that, like I said, but you know, it's just the way it is, and that's the way they did the repair. And but I just wanted to show you that so you can take notice. We'll show you the top here. It's a white top, and it looks good. You can see here, back of the seats are in excellent shape too. Okay, here we are on the passenger side. Go ahead and show you the lock. You know, it does work. Same thing with opening this door. You know, it shuts real nice. And we'll just take a look at this side as well. You know, again, there's no rips in or anything in the seats. Door panels look in really nice condition, and you can see here in the jam, very clean. Go ahead and look up this one little chip right there. and you can see the quarter panel jambs look good. And so we'll go ahead and roll the windows up so you can see the windows functioning here, and I'll show you this one first. Hopefully you can see that I got the camera away from me. We'll go here on the other side. There's the quarter window, nice and smooth. Show you the front one. Actually, I'll show you this one here real quick. Wait, Nolan's getting that one ready. You can see that one rolls up nice. And we'll go ahead and look at the one over there. And it rolls up real nice too. You can see here top of the bulkhead of the windshield looks in good shape too. But overall, nice car. We'll put the top up so you can see it. Driving the little Mustang around, listening to a little Lover Boy. I think he was singing when I was like 12 years old or something like that. I remember his little bandana dancing around there on MTV. Anyways, we're just cruising around here. This car drives so nice, so smooth, and I love Mustangs. I mean, I've owned over 100 of them, and it was just one of my favorite cars. I bought my first one in 1988, had a 65 fastback, then immediately had a coupe at the same time, so that's where my disease started, and I know a lot about the cars in general, and I just like getting behind the wheel of them and driving them. You can see here the dash and stuff looks really nice. You can see here they actually put an aftermarket radio in it. We were listening to it. It also has a tape deck. I don't know who's singing. Sound like ABBA or something. Anyways, you can see here the gauges all work. The gas gauge, oil is real good. You can see it's over half. And speedometer, odometer work, amp gauge, and the temp gauge is reading nice. It's got factory air conditioning in it, and actually when you turn it on, I'll show it when I have the hood open, but when you actually turn it on, you can, it blows, but it's not blowing cold, and so it's got an R12 system, probably needs to be recharged, but you can actually hear it click, the clutch turn on out there. The fan here, it works for the heater, but it has a little bit of you probably can't hear it, there's a little bit of a little rattle, just a little tick, 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 tick underneath there. Something might be stuck in there. Cigarette lighter works, our wipers work. It's actually got a power top as well. Shifter here with the console, Cruise-O-Matic, and the horn. It works good too, and you can look here inside the glove box. Very nice. Here's where your flashers are. And I guess one other thing too, I don't know if we can see this on the dash. You can see the blinker is working. You can see that blinker is working. So anyways, we'll cruise it around a little bit and show you some other stuff. You can see the Oregon scenery out here, and we'll just cruise. Okay, we're going to take a look underneath the hood. There's a little latch right there, and you just pull it. Obviously, you're not going to have a camera in your hand, but underneath is in really nice shape. The engine was rebuilt back in the 90s. I took the valve covers off, and rockers look really good. The engine had a little bit of age to it, just look-wise. And so I just freshened it up a little bit, put new valve cover gaskets on it, took the exhaust manifolds off, put new gaskets, donut and stuff on it, and new air cleaner, filament, and we also changed the oil, also put new antifreeze and everything in it, and overall it's nice. It's a 289 C code, and you'll see in the still photos that the I don't know if you can actually see it in there. It says C6OF. C6 is C is for 1960 and 6 is for 66. If it was a 67 motor, it would say C7. Let's say it was a 70 motor, it'd be D0. And so C is for 60, 6 is for 66. So there's just a little lesson for you. You probably already knew it, but anyways, it's the original motor to the car, original transmission, Cruise-O-Matic, and you can see here it's got factory air conditioning. I mentioned, I think before, that it probably needs to be charged. It's an R12 system, but you can convert it. But when we'll turn it on here in a few minutes, and you can hear the clutch work and everything. And you can also see it has power steering. It actually drives really nice. If you look down, the aprons, really in nice condition, not hit or anything. And you can see the front radiator support is in really good shape. You can see the shock towers are in nice shape. And one thing that's kind of amazing, usually there's someone's taken a hole, cut a hole on each side here to fill the, there's a Zerk fitting back behind there, and they usually cut holes in there, and there's none on that one, so it's really nice. This apron here has been replaced. Okay, if you look here, we're going to look at the support, the inner fender aprons and stuff. They look really good, and no crinkles. You can see the radiator support looks in really nice shape, and no crinkles or anything. One thing that's interesting, usually in most Mustangs you'll see a little hole cut here, kind of torched out on both sides. This one doesn't have any there, and it doesn't bother me if they're there, but it's just interesting that this one doesn't have it. And but the reason they're there, like shops wanted to, there's a Zerk fitting back behind there by the springs and shock, and they would, just to get to it easy, they just cut a hole there. But you can see the firewall is in great condition, and there's your brake reservoir right there. And this apron here has been replaced. It's really common that sometimes it'll rust out there on the apron itself, so they actually replaced the whole piece, but the radiator support hasn't been, so that piece is not original underneath here. And I also put KYB gas shocks on it as well, all the way around. Okay, we'll go ahead and start it up so you can hear it run. You know, it actually fires up pretty nice. Obviously it's already warm, but even when it's cold, it starts up nice. And here, if you turn the AC on, just turn the so you can hear it click on, turn it off. So the clutch is actually working. And why don't you go ahead and turn the wheels, you can hear the power steering's real nice and quiet. Turn it the other way. And go ahead and rev it up just a little bit. You know, it sounds good. And so overall, you know, the motor sounds real nice. We'll go around here to the back. Yeah, just rev it up just a little bit. You can see a little smoke, a little black smoke there, but every once in a while you'll see just a little residue, but overall it runs pretty good and sounds good. Okay, here we are. We're going to take a look at the tail lights. You can see the lights are on right now. Go ahead and put the brake lights on. Brake lights work. Blinkers. Gotta have the key on. There we go. Left. Then we got right. Then we'll go ahead and put the reverse. You can see the reverse are working. And also the light underneath the license plate. I can't see it. Yep, there it is. So everything's working on the tail lights on the outside. We already took the boot off here, and I just wanted to show you here these little pads you want to put on there so when the boot goes on it. So there's one for each side, and actually when you put it down, you'll just want to make sure that's in that position, so this piece flips down. So we'll go ahead and lift open the top. It's actually a really nice top and really good condition. it'll be wrinkly for a minute, and it's been down there all day, but overall it looks really good. You can see the glass. It's actually not glass, it's plexiglass. It looks in pretty good shape. You'll see a few little rub marks and stuff on it, but when it's out in the sun, all this stuff will go away. But overall, there's no rips, and you know, very clean, and looks in good shape. We'll go ahead and put it down one more time so you can see it functioning going down. Hey, here we are underneath the Mustang. We're going to do a video on it, and you're always going to see the still photos in the auction, but I like to do a video underneath as well because it just gives us an opportunity to talk about the structure. You know, I can take a screwdriver and kind of tap on the floors. It's just something you won't see, you know, or get the feeling of in a just still photo. So we'll just walk around it here and just show you some different stuff. Obviously, I already showed you earlier the styled steel wheels, but this gives you another idea what the tires look like. They are older tires, and but they're in very good shape, and you can see the tread is real thick there, and so they seem to be in pretty nice shape. But one thing you want to look at for sure on Mustangs is the frame rails. You know, you want to make sure they're in good shape and not rusty. If you look across here, the front radiator support is in nice shape. It's not hit. If you look up here, this battery box was replaced at one point, so, and this is real common. You can see some welds right there. They just put a new panel in that section there, but usually they get rusted out here and you just replace that panel, but very common, and but I don't see any signs of any accidents or anything. We'll look here around the backside here. You know, the frame rail looks really good, in nice shape. Brake line looks good. You know, just a little dirty, but overall the brake line looks good. No cracks or anything in it. You'll notice here that it's got on 65 through 66 Mustangs, coupes didn't have a torque box, and a convertible did. So if you have a 65 or 66 convertible, it doesn't have these. You should be concerned, and because they just need a little bit more structure. But this looks really good, the torque box, and we'll go around here to the other side. You can also see it's got power steering. You can see the power steering ram. Everything looks pretty good. You know, very clean, and you know, you see little debris and stuff. But what I'm talking about clean is, you know, the you know, bushings and covers and everything look in good shape. You can see the hoses look nice, and they're not all cracked or anything like that. And it's got drum brakes on the front. You can see the bushings here on the torsion bars are in nice shape. We'll go ahead and look inside the apron on this side. You know, very clean, just the way you want to see one. You can see up there the upper the upper shock towers look nice. You can look back here, you can see this torque box as well. You know, very clean. I also put new KY adjustable shocks on it, KYB, on the front and back, and just makes it ride a little better. You can see the transmission, you know, very clean. It is the original motor and transmission. They didn't VIN stamp these, so you just kind of have to, you know, go by part numbers and different things. Go ahead and look at the floors. You know, again, in good shape. You know, this is a convertible, so it has had a few panels replaced underneath here, and I'll show you real fast, but just take a look at the frame rail. Is in excellent shape. Another thing that on convertibles that you don't see on coupes and fastbacks is there's a whole nother section here for structure, and they look really good. And if you ever have to take the exhaust off or anything, You just take this plate out and it drops. There's just the 6 bolts there. It's got dual exhaust with an H pipe. And they go all the way out the back. You can see there. This rear floor has been replaced, and they did a nice job. But you can see a little seam right here. That's been replaced. And this rear floor pan has been replaced as well. You can just see the seam. Again, they did a nice job when they did it. The rockers and everything are original though. You can see this. You can see the drain holes look good. Original spot welds. Very, very nice condition. You know, one reason that rockers rust out in general is because these drain holes get plugged and debris gets in there. We'll go ahead and look at the other side here at the rocker. You know, same thing. It looks really, really clean. Very nice and original. There was a repair up here on the floor. You can see out here on the outside section. You can see that they just replaced this little section right here. And it's got, you can see some little rivets right there that they replaced. You can take a look at this side. You know, the frame rail and everything looks really good. You know, for a convertible, this is really nice in here and looks great. We'll go back here and look at the rear end. You know, here's the shocks that I said that we put on the back. They're KYB gas adjustable. You can see the rear end's nice and tight. Actually, I can't even wiggle it around. You know, and the pinion seal looks good. I know that not too long ago, the rear end was serviced. You can see it's all painted decent, but it was probably about 10 years ago. And they put new springs on the back as well. You can look here at the shock mounts. You know, no rust. You know, very clean. Look back here at the trunk drop-offs. Look in excellent shape. You can see here at the bottom of the quarter. Looks in pretty good shape. You can see right here where the exhaust got hot and put some little bubbles right there. A little paint flake right there. A little touch-up. Trunk drop-off here looks really good. And right here on the frame rails on any Mustang, you always want to look right there because sometimes they bubble up, and right there by the spring shackle, and it looks really good. Kind of a glare there. Having trouble seeing that. There you go. You can see that frame rail looks really good. We'll look here on this other side real quick. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, very clean. And we also put a new gas tank in it and a new fuel sending unit as well. And so we just kind of did a lot of nice little things to it, and we're trying to just improve it. You know, it drives great and it's a great rig. I was going to show you this real fast, and this is a sad story. See this little Mustang? This went viral on the internet here in Salem, on Facebook and everything, and some knucklehead went up to a guy's house and stole his car and decided to dismantle it, and they finally caught him, and it was returned back to him. So just real unfortunate. He did do some damage, and we're probably going to be putting the car back together for the guy's name's Dave, but just unfortunate someone's got to steal something from somebody. It's just not very nice, and just really disrespectful. So it's just the way some people are. But anyways, if you have any questions about the car, you can ask questions through BAT. You can make comments and things like that. You can email me, you can call me, send out someone to look at it before you bid. We'd be glad to show it to you. So anyways, you can go on my website if you like. We got a blog and everything. It's denwerks.com. And So just check it out, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.